5, 6, 7, 8.
Nothing is subtle.
It's hot.
You'll be begging for more.
Yeah, I did too.
It's raunchy.
It is pervasive and not at all subtle.
Foreplay.
It's intense.
It's a bit shocking.
Everything's hanging out.
It's sexy and it knows it.
It's just kind of there.
Everyone's naked. Come see the show.
Sex in Chicago is a big part of the show, as anyone would realize, and I think it's an important part, but sometimes it's overlooked in a sense where people look at the show Chicago and they think the first thing they think of is sex or sluts or whores, and I think there's a deeper meaning to that, just like there's always a deeper meaning behind the word sex, whereas I think it's more portrayed in a sense with Roxy. I mean, she has sex with Fred, but she's more of an innocent person. Whereas you see these cell girls and they all like have all these sex stories and these sex drives, but in reality it's kind of like there's a deeper meaning behind each murder. And like, yeah, they're murderesses and yeah, they were in the wrong, but in their eyes they didn't do it for a bad reason. They did it because they were in love. And I think isn't that what sex is always about? Is you're always at that point in time you're in love with that person. And I think sex always kind of changes things. And afterwards, you see it as such a bad thing, but in reality, you're kind of just in love with the person. So I think that has a lot to do with the whole show and the premises of everything, of how at that time all these cell girls and Roxy were all like in love with these boys, and then after having sex with them, it just so happens that they screw other people, or they are gay, or they are a painter. You know. So I think sex is a really important thing, but I think sometimes in most productions, it's always overlooked or overdone or kind of just looked upon as just one subject of the show. But I think with this show, it's such an important thing, which I really think we've really capped, I think, with this production.
No one's white, but I love my life and all
That jazz.